Welcome back to our channel, Zoro Zoldyck. Spoilers for One Piece chapter 1142 are finally out, and I can confirm it's an amazing chapter. The title of the chapter is The Thing I Fear the Most. This is an exciting title, and I am curious to see how things play out since Loki was unchained last chapter. Let's break down the spoilers one by one without wasting any more time. Starting with the cover story, the spoiler says Yamato attacks Usu with Thunder Bagua, and finally, Yamato has entered the scene. We all saw it coming, and Usu is finally facing the consequences of his actions. He was trying to be the big bad of Wano, but in the end, Yamato is definitely stronger than him by a decent margin. So yeah, the cover story is in its final phase, and we might see Yamato and Ulti on the same side. Also, if you missed the SBS, it was revealed that Hanafuda, the warlord that Ace defeated, is the father of Ulti in page 1. Moving on to the main spoilers, the next point says a giant snake called Jormungandr attacks Walrus School, but Saul and Headmaster Kiba take it down. This one is interesting because it could just be a creature living in Elbaf, or it could be a Zoan devil fruit user, or it could simply be related to someone's devil fruit power, which we'll talk about in upcoming points. If you're wondering about the giant snake, Jormungandr is a creature from Norse mythology, also known as the World Serpent. It is one of Loki's children and is so massive that it encircles Midgard, also known as Earth, and bites its own tail. In mythology, Jormungandr is prophesied to battle Thor during Ragnarok, the end of the world. It could be related to Loki since it only appeared once Loki was freed, or one of the Holy Knights might have caused this. Though Saul and Headmaster Kiba taking it down is a win for them, it also means it's not really a major threat, potentially just a distraction caused by Holy Knights. In the next point, it says giant children start sleepwalking to the beach, following Gunko's arrow. I gotta compliment the Holy Knights here, they're executing their plan perfectly. Without causing any ruckus or suspicion, they are succeeding in taking giant kids as hostages. Gunko is guiding them toward the beach, and they're probably planning to take these kids to the Holy Land via ships. I don't think it's going to go so smoothly because someone is surely going to interfere, maybe Gabon or one of the Straw Hats. For now, it's going well for the Holy Knights, and I like how they're doing smart work without engaging with any of the giants. Anyways, moving on to the next spoiler point, it says Loki orders Luffy and the others to unlock the last cuff on his leg, warning them that he can still destroy Elbaf in this state. Well, this isn't surprising at all. The vicious smile on his face in the last chapter was enough to express his intentions. He's sticking to his words about wanting to destroy the world. I love this character already. It hasn't even been 20 chapters since his introduction, yet he has an unreal aura, confidence, and willpower. He is injured, one leg still tied, yet here he is warning Luffy, Zoro, and the others. I am looking forward to their interactions if they have any, but Loki is totally slaying. In the next point, Loki strikes Ragnir into the Atom Tree, triggering a lightning strike from the sky, which causes a fire. So, this also confirms that Loki's hammer, Ragnir, can summon lightning. It causes a fire on the Atom Tree, and now we can understand why Elbaf fears Loki so much. In the previous chapter, Ripley said lightning and fire are the two biggest weaknesses of Elbaf, and now we find out exactly what Loki's hammer is capable of. This makes him a great threat, and we are yet to find out exactly what his devil fruit powers are. Loki is a complete powerhouse who wants all the smoke. At this rate, we might actually get to see Loki fighting Luffy or Zoro in the upcoming chapter because if they freed Loki, it's their responsibility to handle the situation if it goes out of hand. Moving ahead, the next point says at the school, the children's fears come to life as eerie, doodle-like monsters resembling Loki, Black Nika, Dragon, and more. This is a big reveal because this is the power of Saint Summers of House Shepherd. He is able to bring people's fears to life. This is a scary and overpowered ability to have in general because what exactly could be scarier for a person than their nightmare or biggest fear? It's like summoning the weakness of your enemy. It also mentioned monsters like Loki, Black Nika, and Dragon appearing, which doesn't surprise me because these should be common fears for the people of Elbaf. I love this ability, and I can't wait to see more of it. It will be interesting to see how it works against strong opponents actually capable of fighting. In the next spoiler, it's mentioned that Ange remembers she taught the children to draw their greatest fears. The Holy Knights watch as it all goes down. I have also seen theories about Ange being associated with the Holy Knights, so could this be intentional, or is it just a coincidence that today she decided to ask the children to draw their biggest fears? It does sound kinda suspicious, but it is what it is. In the final part of the spoilers, Summers asks Gunko what she fears most. Gunko replies, Nika. Which isn't surprising at all if you're on the side of the world government, it's not unusual. Especially as a Holy Knight, their higher-ups must have been pushing the narrative of Nika being the evil guy, and that's what's been passed down for generations. Though, about Gunko, it's interesting because she is very likely not a celestial dragon. I am curious about her background because there has to be something that makes her fear Nika. Is it because, at some point, she had faith in Nika? We don't know how it's gonna play out, and I am excited to see how the panels for this chapter are gonna look. There's a break next week. Oda deserves the break after a series of such banger chapters. Elbaf is already one of my favorite arcs, and it's only going to get better, given that the stage is set. So, this is it for today. Share your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more One Piece content. See you guys in the next video.